Okay, good morning students. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. Right. We have been learning direct and indirect speech already. This topic up to here we have finished it. Okay? No problem. I would like to do 3 to 4 examples. That's why I have written for you all this. Right? Listen carefully. So exclamatory sentences, it is used for expressing strong emotions. Okay, strong emotions. So in your exam, maybe they will ask you like this in the direct speech. Okay, the sentence starts with these words: hurrah, or a wow, alas, or a ah. How, what, next wishes. Wishes like good morning, good evening, congratulations. If you see in the direct speech, immediately you have to write in the reporting part wish. And if you see hurrah or wow in the direct speech, you have to write in the reporting part of the indirect speech exclaim with joy. Okay? Same here also, alas or a ah. If you see in the direct speech, immediately you have to write in the indirect speech exclaimed sorrowfully. Okay. So wow, how and what. If you see this, so you have to write here. Anyone you can write exclaimed wonderfully or exclaimed with surprise. Here exclaimed wonder also you can write. Exclaimed wonder or exclaimed wonderfully. Okay. So already we have seen 1 or 2 examples using hurrah and alas. Okay. And wishes also we have seen good morning. Right. So now we are going to see using how and what. If you see a sentence begins with how and what in the direct speech. So how will you change the sentence which is from direct speech to indirect speech? How will you change? Now let us see. Okay. So total 6 steps. Don't forget those. First we have to find out the sentence. Second one, we have to change the reporting verb. Third one, we have to write the suitable pronoun and suitable connecting word afterwards, suitable pronoun afterwards, changing the tense. Next, the last point is there any adverbs of time indication words? Then you must change total 6 steps. Okay, right. Now see how should we change. First, she said, how beautiful the moon is. How beautiful the moon is. Here this is the exclamatory mark is there. That's why you must think it belongs to exclamatory sentence. Okay. Right. So it is exclamatory sentence and especially it starts with how. Okay. So if the sentence starts with hurrah, you must write in the reporting verb place in the indirect speech exclaim with joy. But here how has given. Okay, how has been given. How or what if you see in the direct speech, immediately you must write in the reporting verb in indirect speech exclaim wonderfully or exclaim with surprise. Right. She said. She said. Shall we write like that? No. Okay. How is here? That's why we have to write here. Exclaimed. She exclaimed. She exclaimed wonderfully. So already in the previous class I have given you the meaning of exclaim. Exclaim means a sudden cry out. a sudden cry out to express the strong emotion, whether it is happy or sad. Okay. Right. She exclaimed wonderfully. This is number 2. Means first one we have found out here the sentence. Next the reporting part we have changed. Okay. Next, so what shall we use in the exclamatory sentences? The connecting word. The connecting word. What will come here? That will come. Okay. So she exclaimed wonderfully that is number 3. That is number 3. Next. So we have to write here. We have to write here subject, especially in the exclamatory sentences. So no need to changing the pronouns, but the sentence must be in the assertive mode. Assertive sentence la assertive sentence there is a complete meaning, and the assertive sentence starts with the subject, verb, object, and ends with the full stop. So same here also, we have to use subject, verb, object, and tense as it is we have to change. Okay, tense must be changed. So here the moon is Yama. If you see in the direct speech, especially in exclamatory sentences, then you have to write in the past tense. Okay, is Yama. If you see, immediately you have to change the immediately you have to write was were in the indirect speech. So now what is the subject in the sentence? The moon. She exclaimed wonderfully that the moon is here. So this is the singular. Moon is singular. That's why we have to write here was. The moon was. The moon was. Next, so we have to remove how and what. If we want to change exclamatory sentences, especially begins with how and what, we have to remove these words how and what, alas, hurrah. We have to remove. Instead of how and what, we have to write very. We have to write very. She exclaimed wonderfully that the moon was very beautiful. The moon was. If you see how and what in the sentence, instead of how and what, you have to write very. Okay. So she explained wonderfully that the moon was. Here point number 4 we have noted. Very. The moon was very beautiful. The moon was very beautiful. The moon was very beautiful. So no need to give exclamatory mark. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 5. Is there any time indications? You have to change it. Understand? Okay? Right. Let us see next example. You must try it. You have to try it. If you have any doubts, ask me. He said. What he said? He said, how big the elephant is. How big. How big the elephant is. How big the elephant is. Okay, how big the elephant is. Now let us change it. Okay? Now let us change. So follow the steps and change it. Any doubts? Ask me. Okay? Come on, try it. Right. So sentence belongs to exclamatory sentence because here is a exclamatory mark. Here also exclamatory mark. So right, don't think it belongs to interrogative. Okay? How would the interrogative mark to go to? Andukane exclamatory mark chusukovali. Punctuational marks are very important. Okay? Right. Let us change it. What is the first step? First step, we know we have no. Second step, we have to changing the reporting verb. How we have seen, that's why you see how or what we have to write exclaimed wonderfully or exclaimed with surprise also you can write. Okay. Exclaimed wonderfully. You can write exclaimed with wonder, surprise also. Wonderfully. Wonder also, exclaimed wonder. He exclaimed wonderfully. Next step, you have to write the sentence in assertive mode. Subject, verb, objective method. And tense must be changed. So connecting mode, what will come? Second step, this is number 2. Okay, so number 3, connecting mode. So connecting mode here, that will come in the exclamatory sentences, and assertive sentences also they will take that as a connecting mode. That number 3. Okay, next subject, the elephant. Right. He explained wonderfully that the elephant. So is and or. If you see, then they will change into first word, and first word depends on the subject. If you see here singular, you have to write here was. You see plural, you have to write verb. So the elephant was. So how we need not write, instead of how we have to write very. Okay, very. So he explained wonderfully that the elephant was very big. The elephant was very big and keep full stop. Okay, the sentence should be followed by full stop. So this is direct speech and this is indirect speech, and this is direct speech and this is indirect speech. Next, let us see the sentence starts with what. Okay, sentence what could name chuda. Example number 3. Example number 3. Okay, so prepare well for your exam. The syllabus is imperative sentences and exclamatory sentences. You are going to write exam on Saturday, so you have to prepare those 2 topics. They said what a beautiful what a beautiful flower. What a beautiful flower the rose is. The rose is. Right. This is direct speech. Change it. So it's not interrogative. Don't look at the single word and don't confirm. It belongs to interrogative. You have to check every word in the sentence. Every letter in the sentence. Okay? Here exclamatory mark is there. That's why it belongs to exclamatory mark. So the answer like this. This, don't write set. What? If you see in the exam, what will you write? Exclaim wonderfully or exclaim with surprise. Exclaim with anyone you can write. Exclaimed. They exclaimed with surprise. 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 Okay. Next, we have changed here. Reporting verb. Next, third one, what will come? Third one, connecting word. Connecting word that will come in the exclamatory sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Right. Next, the sentence should be changed into assertive mode. So means the subject, verb, object. We have to write here. What a beautiful flower the rose is. So the rose is. So here this is the subject. The rose is there. That's what we have to change in the past tense. The rose was. If you see the roses, plural. If you see roses, the roses. If you see, you have right here verb. Okay. The rose was. The rose was. So afterwards we have to use adverb. So instead of what, where we have to use. They exclaimed with surprise that this is number 3. The rose was number 4. The rose was very beautiful flower. Rose was very beautiful flower. Beautiful flower. Understand? Okay? Any doubts? Ask me. Like this, we have to write. We have to change from direct speech to indirect speech, especially exclamatory sentences starts like this. Understand? Right? Keep all this in your mind and get ready to write the exam. Wish you all the best. We'll move to next topic in the next class. Right? Thank you.